What's going on, everybody? It's your boy SoFly Trades here, back with another video. And today, is Sunday, and I will be showing you guys that from the price action that I'm reading, we have a big move incoming on SPY this next week. So, this next week is going to be very crucial in the direction that we go in the market, whether it's up or down. Um, but without further ado, let's get into it. So as you guys can see here, I'm on my daily time frame on SPY, and I'm just going to, draw in some levels real quick to show you guys how I draw levels. So, okay. So the bigger trend is a downtrend, right? So what you want to do is you want to take high to low like this. I'm actively showing you guys how I find levels because I know some people, aren't sure. And then, okay, that's a downtrend, right? Zoom out a little bit like this. Let's find some key levels. Okay, so if I was looking for price to go up some, I'd say right around, yep, because we have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on this right here. So this level is validated. And on my bigger time frames, I always mark my levels in green so that I'll subliminally know while I'm trading if this level is green and it holds a significant amount of weight since I found it on my daily or my weekly time frame. Okay, my next level I like is around, I'd say this 396 is looking pretty decent right now. Yeah, that 396 is looking pretty good right now. Yep, let's mark that in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on that. Let's mark that bad boy in. Boom. And now already with a little bit of support and resistance that I just drew in, you can already get a better look at the market. It doesn't just look like candlesticks. You see how, how magical trading is. It just takes a little bit of technical analysis to make the market make sense. And it's amazing. But long story short, as you can see here, we were trending below, holding this trend line that I've drawn in for you guys, indicating that we're on this downtrend. Every time we touch it, every time we tank back down, and then we touched it again week before last, and we had a big move down. Yeah, actually last week. Yeah, last week we touched it, our trend line, and had a big move down. But as you can see here, as volume is increasing on our red candlestick, this big red candlestick right here, and then you have this green candlestick with, I'm sorry, you have a green volume on a red candlestick. That's what you call an anomaly. Something's not making sense right there. And as you see this other green candle with a nice size green body, you see the buying volume simultaneously dying at the same time. So what is that letting me know? That's letting me know if volume was increasing on the selling, but volume is decreasing on the buying, that means sellers are waiting. And buyers eventually this minute uptrend that we're gonna have, because we're gonna have some kind of push up. I see us pushing at least back up to 399. Yeah, at least back up to 399 for another reject. We might retest this level again and tank, so we have to be on the lookout for that next week. I'll be looking for 399 rejection somewhere during the week to take right back down, at least to my next key level here, which is 396.42. Other than that, let's look at our let's look at our weekly to see what our weekly volume is looking like. But yeah, I decided when I show you guys some of the videos, I'll have a clear chart so you guys can get a better look, at what's going on my charts. Um, but yeah, if you wanted to before this, see. Yep. So yeah, it's definitely looking like, we might have a big move down. Yep. So what could happen is we could come up, retest this 399, and we could just, we could fall right back down. If we reject, because we've been rejecting, as you can see, every time we push up, we get rejected. Every time we push up, we get rejected on our weekly. If we have one more push up and we get rejected, that might be a very big rejection. It might be this is why I said we have a big move incoming. We have to be ready next week. We have to be ready to execute next week and be patient because we might see a small rally to the upside just for the sellers to come in at around 399, 400 and tank the price back down. That's going to be where the big moves are coming next week. I guarantee you the big moves next week are going to come from puts, not calls. Granted, you can still get a nice amount of money on calls, but puts are going to move wonderfully next week. As soon as those market makers and specialists step in at a certain key level to take the price down, price is going to tank. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys basically what I'm looking for in the markets come next week. Ideally, let's go back to our daily. Like I was saying, ideally I would like a push up. Should we could even reject off this 396, but that's low probability for me. It's not as high of a probability for us to reject off of this 399 simply because 399 and 400 is like a big area on SPY to reject from. And we need some serious killer buying volume in order to break through that level. But we could also reject off 396. Again, I don't want to go in biased thinking that it can't happen because just how the market is. You probably think something won't happen and it happens. And then you're sitting there like, oh man, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But that's not how I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna take what the market gives me. So I'll be looking for rejections around 396.42 or even 399.3. You know what's funny? Price looks like it's already at 396.42 on the bid up here. That's hilarious. So next week, well, actually tomorrow, in the morning, it'll be interesting to see if we reject this level or not. So I'll be keeping that on watch. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys my levels, what I'm watching for this coming week. But yeah, if we do end up rejecting this 396.42, see, this is another way how you find levels using your fibs. Take the previous low to the previous high. Boom, lines up right there. So if we do end up rejecting, I'll most likely, wow, if we reject 396, we have room to drop until 391, basically. 391, 390, basically, because 390 has been holding up very well. But this is what I'll be looking to take tomorrow, depending what the market gives me. Now, sometimes you might have to adjust, you know, midday, but it's all good, as long as you don't go in with a bias and have an open mind to take what the market's giving you, you'll survive. You'll make it. I promise you. But other than that, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to keep this video short and sweet and to the point and show you guys how I mark in my levels. But don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe below, and drop some comments on what you like to see, what you like to see me teach. But other than that, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Peace.